today's video we are going to clean the mold off of the inside of this pop-up tent trailer. I already tried cleaning one little area with one of 3 products. We're going to try 3 different products. I tried cleaning a small area with one of the products very gently. That didn't do much, so I realized I'm going to have to get more aggressive with it. So we're going to try 3 different products and see which ones seem to work better. This is the first pop-up tent trailer that I've ever had. So I found out from talking to a few people, I was telling them about my great results on cleaning the exterior of the vinyl, and a couple of people told me that's not going to be the challenge. It's going to be cleaning the inside moldy area, and I am finding out that they are correct. So I'm going to show you the back, what we're looking at there right now. I haven't cleaned that yet. I think you can get an idea. That's pretty nasty. So the left side over here, I've already cleaned it with that Mildew product, and I gotta say it's not having a whole lot of effect. Now over on the right side, I'll move this over here, I cleaned this with soap and water, and it didn't have really much of an effect either. So that's where I'm at now. I will update you. I'm just going to do one more quick scan here so you can get an idea what we're up against. And it doesn't look as bad on the left side, but it actually wasn't as dirty on the left side here. So I didn't really notice any difference between using that mildew cleaner and just regular soap and water. And this is the other end of the camper. This is the rear of the camper. I haven't touched this part at all yet. I'm just going to do a little focusing in there. And as I said, I'm going to just experiment with a couple of products and see what seems to work the best. And here's the right side, which I have not touched either. I have not tried to clean any of this end of the camper yet. So here's the 3 products I'm going to try. This Camco mildew stain remover. I got that at Canadian Tire. I believe that was about $12 Canadian, July of 2019. This Mirage 2000, I got this from a trailer maintenance place, so I'm thinking that should be fairly safe to use. That was about $23, I believe. And the other one I'm going to use is Spray 9, simply because I love this stuff. It's great to use, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to water this down a bit because I know Spray 9 can be really strong. This is not a product placement thing, by the way. These are just products that I decided to try after talking to different people that have these trailers and had to clean mold. So I'm going to dilute this Spray 9. I'm going to pour the whole thing in here, and then I'm going to take 1 or 2 cups of Spray 9 and dilute it with 1 or 2 cups of water. In other words, I'm going to do a 50-50 thing. This is just my own recommendation that as I said, I talked to some friends, and I do know Spray 9 is pretty powerful, so we'll try that. So I've decided the way I'm going to conduct this major scientific experiment is over here on the left. I'm going to use our mildew stain remover. I have separate brushes for everything too, so that I'm not getting the products on different brushes. In the middle we're going to use the Mirage 2000, and on the right I took a cup of Spray 9 and 1 cup of water, mixed them together. We're going to clean the right side with that. Make sure you use gloves, and here's my big bucket of water with all sorts of sponges that I'm going to use to remove the product after we clean it. So, gonna try the spray 9 first. As I said, on this area here, I'm gonna move it back a little bit there. So the instructions for spray 9 are different depending on what you're doing, and it says to disinfect, which I think by the looks of this, maybe disinfect is the way to go. It says spray on the surface until wet, wait 45 seconds, wipe with a clean cloth, don't allow to dry. Now, I'm going to do the same for all these products. They say wipe with a clean cloth. I'm going to use sponges with water because I don't want it breaking down this canvas. And I even have my stopwatch at the ready. I'll probably fast forward through the part where I'm actually waiting 45 seconds. Oops. So, this is our mix we were talking about with half water and half spray 9. I wish I could, if I can put that to a bit of a different spray there. That's awfully, no, that's off. Okay, how about, okay, that's a better one. All right, now I'm going to take the brush to it. And who knows, maybe these stains won't even come out, I don't know. I'll give it the old college try anyway. You know what? It said basically to soak it. I want to give all 3 products the same test here. Okay, that's our 45 seconds. And like I said, I'm going to wet all of this stuff down. So make this comparison fair. The way I figure it, it's just an old camper. I got a really good deal on it. It's in good shape other than this, so, you know, if one of these products does a little bit of damage and I have to do a bit of repair, not a big deal. I don't know if I would do this if it was some camper I just spent thousands of dollars on or anything. All right. Get another wet one there. There. Let that dry off. And we'll see what spray 9 did. Okay, now we're at the middle section here. Just to get your bearings, there's our spray 9 area right there. We're going to try the Mirage 2000 here. Now the instructions for the Mirage 2000 say to spray on, and this time I actually have my gun set on spray as opposed to stream when I started it with the spray 9. So it says spray on, and it says apply with a sponge. Well, I guess it means to move it around with the sponge, I suppose, because to me, apply, if it says spray on, that's applying it. Anyway, by the way, I have gloves and I should have put them on, and I'm going to put them on after this because some of this stuff is probably fairly potent. Okay, I guess that's probably about the same amount as what we used for the spray 9. And now I'm going to take our clean sponge and rub that across. Okay, this is interesting. It kind of looks like it's maybe doing something. And also, all of these products recommend about having good airflow. So read the instructions on them. Our instructions for that. Say let stand until the stain disappears. Well, I guess I'll wait a couple of minutes and come back and clean that off, and then we'll do over there with the Camco stuff. The spray 9 stuff doesn't seem to be doing too much there yet. Okay, I'll let that stand for a couple of minutes and then come back. Okay, I let the Mirage 2000 sit for a couple of minutes. Now, as I said, they say wipe it off with a clean cloth. I'm just going to take the water to all of these products. I'm going to say this one's looking like it might be doing pretty good. But the mildew is so bad in here, I suspect I'm probably still going to have to do this a couple times. The people that had this camper bought a nice new one, and this was stored for a couple of years, so I guess that probably had a couple of years to build up. It's too wet, that one. And I'll tell you, watch for fumes. Make sure you get all sorts of ventilation if you're doing this, because it's pretty powerful in here right now. I'm going to go out and let this, and I have all the flaps, the other windows open, so make sure you keep lots of airflow through. So we're over to the left side. Now we're going to try this Camco cleaner. And one thing it says about this one is you don't let it dry on the surface. So let's see what happens here. And after we spray it, what does it say? Scrub with a sponge or a soft brush. Well, that was kind of our plan anyway. I'd say that's probably about the same amount as we used on the other ones. We'll let it all dry, then kind of stand back and check it out. So, it's not to let it dry there. Wipe with a damp cloth. We planned on doing that anyway. Get our damp cloths over here. Let's see here. Put a couple down there. Looking to see if we see the crap come off on the sponge, but not really too much. All right. As you can see, it gets kind of sudsy once the sponge gets saturated with it. Get rid of that. We're gonna try another wet one here. It's a hot old summer night here, so I don't care if I soak it down. It's not gonna take too long to dry. All right, I'll go over that again. You don't have to watch that. We'll see how that came out. I'm at the opposite end of the trailer now. While we wait for the side to dry that we just cleaned, I've decided, because it's the evening here now, I'm not going to wait around. I'm going to clean this end of the camper. I got our product set up in the same way that we had it before. Camco is over on the left, the Mirage 2000 is in the middle, and Spray 9 over on the right. Only this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the complete left side with the Camco, and the total back down there with the Mirage 2000. It's not going to be really a fair competition, but it works out. I want to do that way anyway, because right at the moment I'm thinking that Mirage 2000 is probably going to do the best job. And then we got lots of, but we got pretty much dirt and mold everywhere. So, and I'm going to do the other side with the Spray 9. And tomorrow, when it's hot, and I don't intend to be out here cleaning this tent trailer, we'll just take the camera out and have a look at the results. I came outside because the fumes in there are terrible right now. And I had a little bit of a revelation as I stood back here. This is the outside of the area that we cleaned. And I realized that I actually only cleaned one side of this. I got to zipper this down and clean the other side. But I gotta say, from looking out here, I think the Mirage 2000 that we used in the middle section here did the best. So I lowered the canvas here and zipped and this is the other side of our canvas we're looking at. I'll clean that up. I'll let the camera roll, but I'll just fast forward through it. You've already seen the process we're using. It's the next evening, so this section of the trailer has had a whole day to dry out. That's the section I cleaned strictly with the Mirage 2000. I gotta say, it came really good. I'm gonna go over it again, so I think I'm not gonna bother with the rest of this test. I think the Mirage 2000 is the stuff that I'm gonna use to clean the rest. And here's the front end that we used the 3 cleaners. It's pretty obvious that the section in the middle is the cleanest. So as I said, I'm too lazy to keep going on with the test. I'm just going to clean the rest of this with the Mirage 2000 and I'll show you the results afterwards. And we could even see it from outside the camper. That middle section again was the part we did with the Mirage 2000 product. I'm really starting to get a little tired of trying to clean up all this stuff. I've been going at it as we discussed. Had some pretty good success with Mirage 2000, but not really getting this out. I talked to some friends of mine and they suggested you got to use something with bleach, but be careful with it. Now, I'm not recommending this, but I'm going to try this stuff. It even says don't use it on fabric or touch clothes with it, but I'm going to take a chance. I'm just going to do a little spot here. On here and see what happens. But I get my water or a wet sponge. So just gonna see if this is any better. Because like I say, I'm not recommending this, but I'm just kind of getting tired of keeping on cleaning this stuff. And this is an old camper too, so you know, take a chance. Is that where we're? Yep, okay. This might be the way to go. I'm gonna really soak that, seeing as how they said not to bring it in contact with fabric. I'm taking my chances here, and I'm gonna drop this. Oops. I'm gonna drop this down, unzipper that, and do the other side with water too, just to get it out of there, and then I'll show you whatever the results are. So I'm finally making some pretty decent headway here. I cleaned this end of the trailer with the Clorox. What I did was I took the Clorox on the really heavily stained areas. I just drenched it with that. And this I mixed, this was an empty container. I took 2 big cups of water and 1 big cup of Clorox, so a 3-to-1 ratio. And for the rest of it I just drenched it with that. And then I took my bucket of water and totally soaked the whole mixture off. Now, you hear different things. Some people told me, you know, you might, if the bleach is too strong, it might remove some of the waterproofing in it. I'm actually going to spray this whole thing to waterproof it when this job is finished. That'll be a different video, but I gotta say that's looking really good compared to what it was. So now I'm going to do the other end of the trailer the same way while this end dries. And by the way, don't spend too much time in around this. The fumes can get pretty bad, so be aware of that. It's the next morning. Everything has dried. I gotta say I'm really pleased with the results compared to what it was. There's the we're at the front of the trailer, so I'm just gonna continue on, clean the rest of it with the Clorox and the watered down Clorox. And here's the rear of the trailer. Hopefully this is coming out. Got some sun beaming through there, but that's looking really clean. And I'm going to do this side here with the Clorox. When I'm all finished, I'll just do one more shot of the whole trailer just so you can see the final results. This is the end of the video. I am finished the big clean the tent trailer job. This is the front of the trailer we're looking at here. Hopefully you can see very dramatic difference. Some spots around, but nothing that bothers me anymore. Certainly nothing like we had when we started. And this is the back of the trailer. Few spots there, but I know for my own peace of mind that there's no mold. Very dramatic difference the cleaning made. I will mention again, if you decide to go the route I did with the Clorox, read the instructions and keep lots of air blowing through the trailer because I found the fumes extremely strong. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you found it helpful.